Okay, it is right. So extempore is just like a speech, and we can also say extempore as public speaking. Is it clear to you? And if I will talk about the importance of extempore, that we are conducting extempore in this session. Am I clear? If you talk about multiple training academies, so they are also training the individuals for public speaking, or simply you can say extempore. And do you know how much they are charging for providing the training of extempore? There was one of my friend, and when I asked to him that how much the training academy is charging, from which that person is getting training, he had told me 1500 per month for getting the training of public speaking or extempore. So you can think of the importance of extempore. Is it clear? So extempore and public speaking can be related if you are getting good amount of audience. So in that condition, extempore can be considered as public speaking. Is it clear? I think you are the new person. You are the new person. What is your name? Rishabh Raj. Okay, okay. So before I will proceed, I will just give a basic briefing about the extempore, basic briefing about the task, and those persons who are new persons, I want to just tell you that in the previous sessions, multiple things had been taken place, like how to develop English communication, presentation skill, all the things had been covered. So those persons who had taken part in the earlier sessions, they should guide the new persons that how to develop English communication, how to develop confidence. Is it clear to you? Abhinav, you should guide the new persons. Now I will proceed towards the today's task, that how you have to approach for the extempore. No, I think after some time it will come. Okay, we should continue. For today's task extempore, you have to choose any topic, and topic will be according to your choice. I am not going to give you any topic. The topic will be according to you, according to your choice. You can choose any topic. My friend, my mother, my father, my college. You can choose any particular topic. Clear? Secondly, you will get 3 minutes timing for preparation on the topic. And after 3 minutes, you will have to deliver the lecturate. You will have to deliver the speech on that topic, and your timing will be 3 minutes. Is it clear? Now I will talk about, as you had got the 3 minutes timing for preparation. Is it clear? This 3 minute timing is very important, and this will help you to organize the thoughts in a very proper manner. Like when you had chosen the topic in the initial part, you have to choose the topic and then divide the topic into 3 to 4 subtopics. It will help you to organize the thoughts in a very proper manner, and your speech will be in a more organized manner. First one is topic selection. Second one is dividing the topic into multiple subtopics. Clear? And now start framing the thoughts into different subtopics in the preparation time. And when the complete framing is done, now start recalling all the things in your mind, so that you should remember all the contents. And then when you will start speaking, you will be able to avoid fumbles, avoid stuttering. Is it clear? You will be able to speak in a very fluent manner. Any doubt to any person? Is it clear? Okay. Any question from any person's side? And before proceeding to the task, I want to tell one more thing to all of you, that certification evaluation will also be done after 1 month, hardly 1 month. After 1 month, there will be evaluation of certificates. So in that, you will be tested. You will be tested properly in terms of your English communication, public speaking, presentation skill, effective communication. Is it clear? Through multiple tasks like interview, group discussion, presentation skill. And if you will perform well in that evaluation, then you will get certificate. So prepare from now. Avinav, do one thing, remove the curtains from the behind. So I will tell only one thing to all the persons regarding the certificate evaluation. Work very hard in the remaining days so that you will be able to get certified. Is it clear? Work very hard, work on your confidence. Once you will get certified, so there will be no problem for you. You will be confident, you will be very much good in your communication. Okay, it's fine, Abhinam. उसको बुला लो, ठीक है अभिनव, उसको बुला, टास्क स्टार्ट करते हैं. ये दोनों इतना लेट आ रहे हैं, क्या क्या नाम है इनका? पूरे वेबसाइट में कट हुई है. ओके ओके, नहीं नहीं अभी देंगे, पहले डेमो हम देंगे, ठीक है. फर्स्टली आई विल, एंड वन मोर थिंग कि इवन हम भी अभी हिंदी में बात कर रहे हैं. इन दिस इकोसिस्टम ये रूल है कि हमें बिल्कुल इंग्लिश नहीं बोलनी है, चाहे भले वो टूटी फूटी इंग्लिश हो, बट इंग्लिश में बात करनी है. Okay, firstly, I will give a demo of the extempore, and then you all have to start your extempore. Avinav, you should also take your seat. Okay, so firstly, I will give the extempore. Okay. So, Vijay, everyone, today I will, okay, don't interrupt in between. Okay. It is good, but I am giving the extempore speech. So, just listen to me. Is it clear? So, Vijay, everyone, today I will give the speech on the topic Samvad Club. So, firstly, I will divide my topic into 3 subtopics. First one is the introduction, second one is the structure of Samvad Club, and third one is the current scenario. So firstly, I will talk about the introduction. Samvad Club is an organization which provides holistic training to all the individuals, all the students, and it was founded on 21st August 2024, and which is committed towards the all-round development of body, mind, heart, and soul of all the individuals. And secondly, it is also based on the principle of Atma Vijay Swaraj, which means self-victory and self-rule. And Atma Vijay Swaraj is the Swaraj of modern era. Now I will talk about the structure of Samvad Club. So Samvad Club is divided into four ecosystems. First one is the personality and character development ecosystem. Second one is the SSB interview ecosystem. Third one is the digital ecosystem. And fourth one is the cultural ecosystem. So firstly, I will talk about the personality and character development ecosystem. Its vision is to provide a holistic training to all the individuals so that they will be able to get themselves developed in their personality and character. Secondly, I will talk about the SSB interview ecosystem. So SSB ecosystem is for those aspirants who want the SSB interview training and who want the complete personality development. And third, I will talk about the digital ecosystem. The vision of digital ecosystem is to provide the digital awareness to all the individuals and also aware and educate in the digital areas. Now I will talk about the fourth one, cultural ecosystem. So cultural ecosystem is the ecosystem which provides the training and exposure in all the cultural activities like literary activity, like performance activities and multiple activities. So this is all about the four ecosystem of Samvad Club. And these all the four ecosystems are headed by chief, which is called the executive head of the ecosystem, and chief advisor, which is called as the planning head of the ecosystem. And president of Samvad Club is the direct head of all the ecosystem in Samvad Club. And secondly, CEO, Chief Executive Officer, is the supreme head of the complete Samvad Club. Now I will talk about the current scenario. In the current time, 6 months back, Samvad Club has been registered as the micro, small and medium enterprise, which is called as MSME through the Udyam registration. Secondly, Samvad Club also started issuing its own certificates. Samvad Club has its own seal, which is the symbol of Atma Vijay Swaraj. And recently, Samvad Club had also launched its own T-shirt. So in the current time, Samvad Club is continuously growing in the revenue wise, secondly in the member wise, and also in the ecosystem wise, which I had discussed earlier. So that's from my side and Swabhijit. Is it clear? So you have seen me that I had not taken much time for preparation, just delivered my speech on the spot. Is it clear? But if you will get more preparation time, your communication will be more better, your confidence will be more better. Is it clear? So in the same manner, when you will give the speech, start structuring your speech according to multiple subtopics. Clear? Like I had created 3 subtopics. You can create subtopics according to you. Clear? And when you will speak, speak very boldly, clear, and speak very confidently. Am I clear to you? Now your preparation time starts. I will give 3 minutes timing. 3 minutes timing for preparation. use the podium. So okay. So is everyone. Today I'm talking about something important, like facing allegation with knowing the truth. Like we all know that sometimes you have to face the allegations without doing anything. So you are in that condition. You are into panic. You are like that. Why they are pushing, giving allegation on me? But Sri Krishna say that allegation is a kind of things that doesn't ruins your life. Facing allegation with full confidence is the biggest thing in your life. And also Mark Twain is also said that. Mark Twain is a poet or a writer. He also said that if you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. In that quote, say that I'm going to say that you have a power to tell the truth. Don't be focused on lying or giving the wrong betrayal. You have to portray yourself.
With everyone. Today I am discussing the topic importance of discipline. So importance discipline is one of the most important for our student life and for self motivation. If a person
And at the end, each aspect of the show reflects the true dedication of our scientists and dreams of 1.4 billion Indians. As Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam rightly said, dreams are not which you see while sleeping. It is something that does not let you sleep. Our scientists are working day and night hard to make this mission possible. Thank you, Abdul. Okay, speech was good. It was good, bold, and confident. But there was slight some fumbles which are there in between. So if you will do continuous practice, so it will get avoided. Otherwise, the speech was very good, bold and confident. There is no doubt regarding this. You had also divided the topic into multiple subtopics as well. So it was good. Next. When you had divided into multiple subtopics, add more contents to every subtopic. subtopic, and define the self-control in a more proper manner. You can define self-control means the complete control over the body, mind, heart, and soul. It can also be defined as the control over the senses, control over the mind. So try to elaborate that, because it was the easy topic. So try to elaborate the definition. Is it clear? Second subtopic was, I think, importance of self-control. You can tell about the importance of self-control. You can talk about the real life examples. It helps to develop academically. It helps to build personality. It helps to get success in life. Multiple things. Is it clear? Means on a particular subtopic, add multiple points and explain each point. Is it clear? And next, how to improve self-control, doing meditation. Clear? And multiple points you can add. Is it clear? So try to add more contents to every subtopic. Is it clear? It was good. Next. Okay, how was your experience of extempore? Was it good? Was it improving? So, if I will talk about extempore, it is difficult for all the persons. If you will not have the content, then it will become difficult. And secondly, if you are trying for extempore, if you are going for extempore or a speech for the very first time, even if you will have good content, you will get fumbled. There is a requirement of practice. You can see the speeches of some good politicians, PM Modi. Uh, he is a very good orator. His speeches are very fine. You can see the speeches in the parliament. Wherever you will find his speeches, he is able to motivate. He is able to influence his audience by his speeches. What is the reason? Because he had been giving speeches from last 30 to 40 years. It was a good experience. So that's why if you will contribute yourself in giving the speeches, so in that condition, your speech quality will get improved. Is it clear? So extempore is all about public speaking, and you should become a good public speaker. So for this, firstly, you have to work at the back end, at your home, in your hostel, and then in the sessions, in front of audience. When you will take part, your body language will get improved. In the initial time, it may happen that your body language will not be good. But after the continuous practice, time to time practice, you will find out your body language will get improved. Is it clear? Now we'll proceed towards the group discussion part. Is it clear? And now I want that I have one proposal that we should not do the group. I have only proposal. I am not forcing any person. I just have one proposal that we should do the group discussion in the SED. I'm just giving a proposal. I'm not forcing. Have you seen the SED? There is SED. Shall we do the group discussion there? Clear? All the persons. Is there any person who is hesitating? We should get the exposure of some natural environment. We should do the group discussion there. Yes or no? All the persons are comfortable. I don't want that after taking part in the group discussion outside, any person back out. I don't want this. Shall we proceed? Clear? Yes or no? Be louder. Yes or no? Okay, we should proceed. Abhinav, take the tripod and we should proceed towards the SED. Okay, last person will switch off the light. Abhinav, come ahead. Abhinav को बोलना Abhinav को. Okay, so we will proceed towards the group discussion. So any person have any question that why we are conducting group discussion in every sessions? Any person have any question regarding this? No question, but I will give you the answer. That why group discussion is there? Benefit of doing group discussion. Before group discussion, we had conducted the extempore. It was the individual speech. Clear? But in the group discussion, we will get the group and all the group members are giving their point on any particular topic. So what is the benefit of doing group discussion? The first benefit is the AIG. When you will take part in the group discussion, your ability to influence the group will get improved. When you will take part in the group activities, so group discussion will help you to put good points in front of group, so that group will get influenced from you. Clear? It will develop your confidence, power of expression, because you are able to speak any point in front of group. You are able to put forward your viewpoint in front of the group. First part is. Second part is always English communication. When you will give out points in front of group, you will be able to speak in English in a more confident manner. And third part is matured communication. While doing the group discussion, you are firstly taking initiative to give out your points. Second part is you are listening to other person's perspective. You are listening very patiently. Time to time after taking part in the group discussion, your patience level to listen others' viewpoint will get improved. And when you are listening very patiently, in that condition, you are becoming a matured communicator. You not only speak, but also listen to others' perspective as well, which is a sign of a matured communicator, a matured person. Whenever you will see doctor, whenever you will see some great persons, they are investing their time in listening to other person's perspective. So that's why group discussion group discussion makes any person mature. Is it clear? So that's why there is a great role of group discussion um, in this club and overall. Is it clear? Now, Abhinav, you should brief the topic. You have 3 minutes time for preparation. But prepare. But prepare. Don't be overconfident. Whatever the topic, just prepare on it. Hmm? let's wait there for good decision. 10 minutes. Good decision will be for 10 minutes. You have only 1.5 minutes. Answer. Friends, according to me, politicians have very high responsibility to run the country and to make laws. So in that condition, for the case of politician, there is a high requirement of some educational qualification to become a politician. And not only the educational qualification, like in the current time we are finding for high profile jobs like IS, IPS, there are some examination which is conducted by UPSC, civil service examination. So likewise for becoming politician, there should be some examination, and the person who will qualify the examination, that person will become a politician. It's my point.
So we know that India is a democratic country. In a democratic country, there is no need to be representing yourself by education. You can represent your region by your thoughts. You can represent your reasons by your thoughtful things. Education is one thing that we connect the people. Education is one thing that we support the people. But in India, you can see that many of the politicians are very great, but without knowing each other. In the rural areas, there are not many more educated people, but they rule the whole village or whole tribes very efficiently. In that condition, we cannot say that education is important or degrees is important. I think in India or in a democratic country, leadership is not defined by education. Leadership is defined by representative. So in a country like in the vast country like India, China, there are many of the leaders, they are not more educated, but they run the countries, but they run their rulers, runs their democratic side is very efficiently made. But we also need to be an educated person to understand the technology, to understand the leadership, to understand the lawmaking, to understand the economic things. But in other side, we have to two sides. We can say that in each area, the education is not very good. In that condition, you cannot say that the leadership is not defined by the each and overall experience. Leadership is defined by overall things: education, representativeness, lawmaking, economic growth, understanding levels. You can check the ground reality check. You can understand the people in the ground reality check. If you have a proper knowledge, but you have not a ground reality, then you have a failed as a politician. You have failed as a leadership. So in that condition, in my point of view, leadership is politicians have a degree, but not for a showingness. They have a degree for the development in the technology, for the development in lawmaking, for the development in economic growth.
As you have said that education helps us to make decision. I agree with your points. And at the end, you say that in a rural area, some politicians have no education background, but they rule, they make decisions properly, and they make a decision which is good, which helps the society. But nowadays, all in rural area and also in city, everyone should be educated, and education is also available in online and offline. And now we are talking about it is it is necessary and or not, it is helpful or not. Not that it is we are not forcing to anyone to it should be like education should leaders leader should be should educated or not. In my point, leaders should be educated because education help us to make a decision properly, and education help us to communicate to everyone very easy way, and it helps to make a decision, make ground level, because education people has a lot of knowledge about international, national, and villages. It's not about as you say that education people can't. Educational people have no idea about the ground level, but this is not true. Those people have those people is educated. It should be they have proper knowledge at rural sorry ground level and cities international. That's my point.
I slightly agree with this point that education improves the decision making of a politician, as politics is a very complex game. AI, regulations, climate change, many such things which are not to be understood by a leader which is not educated. For these things to be understood, we need educated leader, and it also sets a message to the youth. If a leader is educated, it sets a message to the youth that education is important. If the leader itself is not educated, if he is saying something about importance of education, then the youth or the people will not take him seriously. That's my point.
I slightly disagree with your point, as we can't say that an educated leader will be honest or it is or who will work only for the development, as politics is a part that people connect each other from emotionally or ground level development. Then we can't say that an educated person can be honest or true leader or work only for the development. And as you say that politicians should be educated, but the bureaucracy or international matters should be done by IPS, IAS. They are the to handle the bureaucrats, but politicians are to be connected emotionally or ground level development.
I am
Slightly
disagree with your point. But the thing is that I disagree on that point. If the leader is educated, then they do not they doesn't need to advise him, because India is spending a lot of money expenditure in advising. If the leader is educated, then we don't have to need advising, because mental advisory is also fails in the time. If the leader is more educated, if the leader is more supportive, if the leader is talented, then they know that what is the importance of these things, what is the importance of the international budget, what is the importance of the international things, international affairs. They know that. So I think that I am slightly disagreeing on that point. I think say that if the leader is not educated, we have to need advisor people. No, there is no need of that things. If the person is educated, if the leader is educated, then we don't need have to any advisory.
I am slightly disagree with Aminov's point, because something called power sharing. We all know about that we share power to handle it more efficiently and more evolvingly. So coming on Utkarsh's point, that Utkarsh says that education is not so much important to run a country, but we all mostly leaders which are mostly people which are educated are more professional, and due to this factor he can less manipulate the people who have low education. If the manipulation is less, the working is more, and when the working is more, the country which is currently developing it, after some period of time, it is getting to be developed country.
So I will continue with the point of Utkarsh, that he had said that it may happen that the educated person may be dishonest. But the thing is that if I will talk about, we cannot avoid we cannot say that if a person is educated, in that condition that person will be honest. But the chances of corruption, the chances of dishonesty will get reduced, because the educated person had taken good amount of training from good institute. Like in the case of UPSC, we are finding those persons who are IS officers. So they are well disciplined, they are well trained. So in that condition, in the same manner, if the politicians will be well trained, well educated in that manner, so the chances of corruption will get reduced because they had got that much environment. And secondly, I will continue with the point of Abhinav initial point, that he had given the point that many politicians who had not get education but they have leadership. But these cases are very few. Those persons are automatically great by their birth. That's why they are able to lead the country without any educational support. But we have to think about the masses. uh, Only one or two politicians cannot run the country. So there is a requirement of plenty of politicians, plenty of uncorrupt politicians, honest politicians. That's why there's a great requirement of education to provide the quality training to these persons, and that's why they will be able to make law and order for the country.
I slightly agree and also disagree with such points. If I talk about agreement, if we put an educational barrier to the politicians, then only the person who are educated will come to the politics. That means they will not announce randomly schemes like freebies and all. They will talk about the issues on which they can get votes, like good issues, that is education, healthcare, and many things like. Not about giving freebies or cash for vote schemes, like nowadays many politicians are doing. But I also think that leadership is not about literacy. It is about vision. Because if we talk about the past times, there are many such great leaders who are not educated enough, but they are very great leaders. And in a country like India, many people did not get the opportunity to educate themselves. Many people are deprived from education. For them to come outside and be leader and represent their people who are not get educated, they feel the pain of the people who are not get educated, and they will work on that pain. And a person who is coming from a very humble beginning, a farmer turned politician, will connect to the people more than an IIT or IIM dropout. That's my point.
So if I will continue with the point of Abhinav, I am not saying that education means the normal academic education. According to me, education means that specialized education for politicians, so that they will be able to understand the social values, they will be able to understand the social norms of different society. In the current time, we are finding that ninth fail, or even those persons who had not done the matriculation, they are becoming the increase the 5 minutes. So they are not getting the proper education for becoming the politician. So that's why there should be a particular institute, so that they will become a good politician at the end.
But in the context of the leadership, like we can see that leader cannot made by education. Leader cannot be single. Leaders can be many. Leaders can be followed by the people. If leader is educated, then we can follow in a positive way. In the other context, there are also leaders that are not much educated, but they work for the people. In
I
that
want to
condition,
continue with your point that leadership is also education. What I'm trying to say, that there should be specialized.
they are trained. They are
There
trained
should be
for
education for the leadership,
Sir,
for the political leadership. What
but the
I'm trying
context
to
is
say.
that we had the topic that each politician should have a minimum qualification. Sir, is what is the minimum qualification? Is 12? Is 10? Is graduation? Is higher degree? If you can say that is the 10, 12 graduation, many of the places in India now, and many of the
Interruption. Sorry for the interruption. Minimum education is not totally like 10th and 12th or some higher education. Only must education or perfect education, that how the leader or people are connected within both emotions of their feeling, how they are kind for the some other persons, how they behave, like how to make a team leader, or how they make the decision more efficiently for the people or beneficial for our nation. So the minimum education or higher education is not the most important thing. Slightly adding some other points, if a person is getting educated, they have a knowledge or understanding their democracy, how to run their governments in a proper way or making decisions. If a person get educated, they make their law beneficial for the people or for benefits for the nation.
there are three new people who are not putting the points, so I want that you have to put your points.
I slightly agree with Abhinav. From the conclusion of all the points, a good president be a good leader, good decision maker, good understanding the country and foreign affairs. If they are not not educated. There was a certain structure that the country has provided, like for the speeches or internal affairs we provide the ministry, and for external affairs we provide the ministry. A good leader or a politician have a good mentality to handle the decision in extreme pressure. So I think a politician may sometimes not be educated, but a good decision maker, good extreme pressure handlers, etc. and so on.
I want to add one point that education does not mean having the matriculation or having 12th pass. Education means that there should be some separate type of education. That separate minimum qualification should be there for the politicians. So that's why we will be able to find out that we can, the citizens will be able to get that that person have some minimum qualification, political qualification, so that they will be able to vote these persons and they will be able to elect these persons as a leader.
So the point was, should a politician have minimum qualification? Rather than a question, it becomes a point having two sides, both sides, and I listened all the points and I got a conclusion that everyone have its own points and everyone is correct in their own way. So politicians should have education. So I think they have. I agree with her, sir, and rather than education like matriculation and intermediate education, they should have a special education. We can elect a politician and we can make another institute and having some special education for them, and then they can run our government and they will understand our laws. So in current situation we are facing right now, we are taken BTech and we are studying subject like chemistry, maths, and some more regardless of useless, not useless, but not in our domain subjects we are studying. So we can change our education system, which is very poor in our country. In 12th and 11th, we also face the same situation, and in the school level, we are also having some many out of domain range or old subjects we are studying right now. So we need a good or educated politician to change our education system. So I think we need educated politician, and there also in past we got politician. One of the famous is Abraham Lincoln, who was also not more educated, but he was a good politician. So there are both the points, and I agree with both the points.
I am agree with your point, and I am adding a slight.
Okay, coming to the conclusion.
Any person left for
Sir, I am also agree with you. Educated person definitely can make better policies like development, job opportunity, and economist. But if we make education mandatory, we exclude the people who is connected to the grounds. They can also run the government because they know the problem of the common people. They they can they they, they work they work honestly, and they have the visions and connect to the people.
As we are talking about that, politicians should be make educated after the election. As we say, MPs or MLAs will win election and get educated in a special institute. At that time, for a minimum period, will you set a education time limit 3 months, 6 month period for the education? At that time, who will run the government? They will go to the education institute or go to the parliament to run the government or for the development. They will go to their area for the development or go for their study. And at every year, they will change. Then other MLAs, MPs come. Will they go to the same institute for 6 months or go to their areas for development or go to parliament to make the new rules for the development of country.
Please conclude. Please conclude.
Okay.
The time is getting over. Please conclude.
Okay, I will add one point. It is
Sir,
informal.
please conclude.
Just
Time is
here.
getting
Just to correct.
Please conclude.
I will just wait.
One point. One point.
I will add. I will continue with this point that I am not saying that after elected they will go to academy. Means I am saying that they will get the training, they will get the qualification,
Yes.
and then they will fight for election.
Like sir, in the
Educating.
UPSC examination,
But
sir,
If they have the
wait,
degree,
wait.
then they will be able to fight the election.
But the thing is that if you are
Because they don't know-
wait. If you are North Indian, if you are a North Indian, and if you are placed at in Tamil Nadu, like an IAS officer, firstly you have to train the language, train for a language in a Tamil. Then you are appointed as a IAS officer in that area. It is the criteria for an UPSC officer. So if any person is elected in a politician or doing elected, so first they have a basic training, like how to write, how to like at least they have to express their feelings. So these are the basic technologies, they are the basic educations they can get. Like sir is saying that.
But
the
we have
context is that.
many candidates. But we have many candidates who represent in the election as a independent candidates or many rural parties or local parties. How many people be educated at every 5 years? We have to educate how many people?
But how can you manage and track the record?
We can. There can be multiple institutes.
Yes.
What I am trying to say. There can be multiple qualifications, and if any person is not educated,
So I think Utkarsh slightly distracted by the topic. Rather than will education important for politicians, he distracted that how we will educate politicians. Our topic was should politicians be educated. So it was a further question that how we will educate politicians after election or before election.
I think
so my hand is slightly by the point of Utkarsh, sir.
Before election, we want to educate people. As considered me as a 24-year-old, and after 2 years there is an election, and that time I will be 26-year-old, and I will be able to contest in the election as a 25-year age limit. Then I will also say कि I have to contest election. Give me proper education in that age.
Okay. Wait. I'm giving you an example.
All people will say I have to contest election. I have to contest election.
I am just asking one question.
Okay, that's enough.
If you are giving the examination of NDA, in that context you have to prepare earlier. So you are saying that you are saying that if you are
he is
giving the
saying
examination,
excessive persons will be
Yes.
there for any particular.
that's why I am saying that if you are sitting in the NDA exam, then you say that first give the exam, then prepare.
But in rural areas, their education have not reached till date. They don't have ABCD or, but they have ability of leadership. Then how will in a small time he will get educated to qualify for that?
I agree with you.
Now we should proceed towards.
Educate the people.
It is wait.
I agree with Utkarsh because the meaning of democracy.
Wait. Firstly, we should wait. Just wait.
I agree with Utkarsh. Democracy is meaning
Wait.
equality to every person.
Utkarsh has all should maintain silence. All should maintain silence.
Okay, but
Wait.
the context is politics and democracy. Democracy is equality to
Guys,
every person.
conclude.
Okay. Just wait.
Okay, I come to the conclusion.
Sir, please.
Yes, that's what I am trying to say. I'm not doing GD.
Please conclude.
What I'm trying to say, we should proceed towards the conclusion now, and after the conclusion, if we have some time, then we will discuss about the Utkarsh point.
Okay, I come to the
Firstly, we should proceed towards the conclusion.
Okay, coming to the conclusion point, many other things that education is important for leader or not important for leader. They have a minimum education like 12th pass or 10th pass or high education. I think leaders should, if the person want to be leader, they have to study for class 1 to 10th. I think this is the criteria to be a leadership. So the conclusion is that this is not my conclusion. Conclusion is that if the person is educated,
they have a more vision. They have a more vision, and they have, and if the person is educated and they slightly know the democracy, how they run government, how they proceed the government for leader or for people who benefit and making the law for beneficial of the people. They know the new technology. If the person of the leader is more educated, they know the technology of modern era. So mm, this is my thought.
In my conclusion,
Conclusion, firstly, you go to Tamil Nadu. Education is need for politicians. And firstly, we should know about what is the education, what means the education. Education means how people communicate to, how leaders communicate to people, how they are kind to people, how they make decisions, how they are useful or not for people, and it is all about, it is called education. Education is not about degrees, 10th or 12th mark sheet. This is not education. Education, if the rural area, if any politician has that type of talent, like skills like decision making, being kind, so these people are also educated. This is my point, and this type of education is needed for politicians.
and just I want to conclude with only one or two lines. We cannot separate the politician on the basis of education. We can just say, or we can just emphasize to educate it. We have to just creating an environment that you have to study, you have to get educated, then you have to elect it. These are the, I think, very starting thing. My conclusion is that education should not be the barrier in the politics. Education is very biggest thing. If you are talking in the context of politicians, so in my conclusion, education shouldn't be any barrier in politics.
If I will talk about my conclusion, so my conclusion is that there should be a specialized minimum educational qualification becoming a politician. The reason is that even if the politician does not have education, it may happen that that politician may be good leader, that politician may be good for the country, but the credibility is less. But if that politician have a good educational, specialized educational qualification, in that condition, the credibility is very high. The chances of corruption will get automatically reduced, and the chances of commitment towards the growth and development, the knowledge of the law and order will get increased for that part. So according to me, there should be some specialized minimum qualification for any politician.
Coming to the conclusion of this GD, I've come to the both of the points that education should be mandatory and should not be mandatory also. That first, if I talk about the mandatory, it improves the decision making. It filter out the person who are a short-term politician, I would say, just focusing on freebies. But it comes out with the politician who have a long-time vision, improves, points out on the main things, that is education, healthcare, and many things like that. But if we talk about making it mandatory, then it will deprive a very large section of people from entering into the politics. As India, as of now, many of the Indian places in India doesn't, education have not reached till many of the Indian places in India as of now. And if I talk about a specialized learning or making an institute, as of now, many IS and IPS have a specialized learning, that is Labasana. As aspirant, they write a 400-word essay that how dowry is illegal, and after becoming a IS, they take the dowry. So institute doesn't make you become a good man, or you may fake it till you make it. There is a very good quote: fake it till you make it. So they fake it till they make it. After becoming IS, they want dowry. They are corrupt. They are having scams. The many big level scams are done by bureaucracy. Yeah, corruption in bureaucracy and judiciary is not a new thing. Even if you write about corruption in judiciary, you will be banned by the Supreme Court. So these are things. So I don't think mandatory education should be there, but a leader should be educated. That's my point.
Coming to the conclusion, the the minimum criteria and education are two separate things. Minimum criteria is somewhat not important, but the education, not only specialized education, regular specialized education is important. For example, if a doctor becomes a politician, for example, and he was doing work according to the society and some, and there is a need of an engineer or something like called AI or some which is currently in the market, which is not known by the doctor and there and which is not to be pursued by him in his degree of MBBS. So the continuous education for a developing country or for a developed country, whatever the new technology is coming, the politician should have the basic known for that technology, so that he implement on the on their area, so that he should be it should be developed. So that is my conclusion. Next.
So my conclusion is that education may be important for politics, but as we know that democracy is the definition in which we provide equality to all the citizens. But in India, there are the many parts of a country or many parts of local areas where education is not reached. So the equality to the people, and people are saying that educated pupils must be a politics, but sometimes we go to the ground level or local level or so local level, they understand the pain of the every. So basically a leader has decision making qualities.
Continue.
So a decision, a good politician should be a good leadership qualities. If we provide educated, people are saying educated politician, then what are the contexts we provide to the leaders? If we provide education to the democratic level, then what are the democratic level education? If we talk about engineering, they learn all the engineering subtopics. If we go to the doctor level, they all the learn to. There are the basic many things. If a politician must see, and the things is that politician we need like public speaking, the years of practice in the politic era, they have well defined in their profession. But if you're talking about the providing education in professional background like engineering, doctoring, so on, they not possible to learn sufficient amount of knowledge in very small period of time. So a good politician must be a good leadership qualities, decision making qualities. If they provide the construct detail of any topic, they have there many role models like IAS, doctorate, and so researchers. So basically, a good decision making leader be a good politician, not educated person.
Next.
As a conclusion, as a conclusion, I have made a conclusion that education is important for the development of country, but it should not be mandatory for the politicians. As till date, Indian rural areas don't reach education. Like tribal people, they don't have education reach to them. And in Jharkhand, we are saying that the government is made by tribal community. But if we made education mandatory, how will they participate in election? How will they reform their or their area?
So, so at a conclusion, rather than conclusion, it is my point of view. Should a politician have education, minimum qualification? So I think yes, education is mandatory for politicians. So Anutka said in Jharkhand they got tribals as a chief minister. So how they will win elections without education? So if a tribal want to be an engineer, how they will become an engineer? They should have engineering education. Then they will be an engineer. If they will want as a MLA or chief minister, they will educate themselves to be chief minister.
But how is it possible?
It is let me complete. So in right now in our country, do you think any common people want to contest a election of MLA? Will they able to? Are you able to contest a MLA election? If you don't have much budget as to to contest the MLA election. So if you want to in India, if you want to contest MLA elections, you have much more wealthy, or you have money. So if you want to contest election, you should have money. Rather than money wasting on election, you should waste on education. So that was my point. Thanks.
Sir, conclusion completed. Any question? Okay, you are next.
So come on the conclusion. In my point of view, there is not mandatory for education in politics, because there is many politicians, they have come and gone, because but they did not solve the problem of the common people, and there are many politicians who did not have the basic knowledge, basic education, but they work properly and lead the country properly. So there is no need of
I can't take debate right now because I have lots of work.
Okay. I will take just 5 minutes. So although it was the topic of debate, we should conduct debate one day on this topic. It will be more better. And overall, it was the person's point of view that whether you feel that education should be there or not. It's your viewpoint. But I want to continue with this point. I want to add one point that if any person is very much deprived, if any person is very much yet given one point that many persons in the villages are deprived and they are not getting education. If any person is very much deprived, like tribals as CSTs, so in that condition, how they will be able to stand for the election? It is more difficult for them if they are deprived. It is my point. Otherwise, it's your viewpoint. In the GD, it is nothing about anything. You can give out your own viewpoint. Is it clear? And I think that you all have a very good exposure of this group discussion. All have taken part, and after continuous group discussion, you will be able to get more development. We can conduct debates as well, I think, on such topics as well. It will be more better. So I think we should conclude for today. And shall we go with our slogan?
No, sir.
No.
Yes, sir, yes.
No required of slogan.
There is no required slogan, right?
Open area.
Okay, we should. Okay, no problem. We should conclude for today. And those persons, all the persons who are currently in this session, be regular. You will get a very good exposure because in week we are here for only for 2 days. So take part in the sessions regularly. Is it clear? And on 25th there is oath ceremony. I am again repeating on 25th. We are extending. 25th there is oath ceremony. So all the persons should be present on 25th. The timing will be declared. Is it clear? So we should conclude for today. It is very good.
As a GD concluded, we can see an example or a result. President Draupadi Murmu. She is not much rich, but by her vision or hard working or ground level work, she reached as the first person of the country without money. As in Jharkhand, we see a Tiger Jairam Mahto. He is also coming from tribal community and don't have much money, but he contested